welcome back to the DC Danny Show, where we do reviews and discussions on films, video games, and hopefully comic books someday. Today, we're visiting another indie game, Lust from Darkness. This game caught my eye for two reasons. Can't pronounce the name, so I'm just gonna put this here. Zdzislaw Bingsinski. I butchered it. Not saying that correctly, I know. And Lovecraft. So just because I can't say his name correctly doesn't mean I'm not a huge fan. Huge fan of his art. Super creepy. Totally up my alley. It says so much about myself. So as soon as I saw these two names, I bought it. Before I saw the mixed reviews. People are 50-50 about it. There's some that are just expecting it to be a AAA title, but it's not. It's not a AAA title. It's an indie game. It's gonna have its flaws, but please acknowledge some of the great things these indie games have to offer. Most of these themes and gameplays could sometimes be revolutionary, one of its kind, different, unique. So please give appreciation to where it's due. Lust of Darkness was created by game studio Movie Games Lanerium. The company has made a few games, including this and its sequel, and this other game called Beast Inside. I haven't played any of these other games, but it looks like I might not get to all of them. I am definitely going to play the sequel. Thus far, I do like the theme of this game, so I'm curious to see what else they've added. Okay, now let's carry on with the review. Story. I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's unique and it's gross and it's got all the great things and it's like very Lovecraftian. It just screams B-rated horror movie, and I can see Stuart Gordon directing this film. I can also see this game being part of the Cthulhu mythos. It has all the elements. It has the cultist. It has the madman. It also has a gameplay feature where you could go insane if you stare at a dead body for too long or if you're in the dark for too long. We'll get to that later. It has unspeakable horror. I can't even show you some of these things. They have some sex scenes. Grotesque, dude. Yeah, dude, I'll be flagged if I put this up. So I can't show you some of these scenes, but just use your imagination. Think Hellraiser, Eyes Wide Shut, and Videodrome. So the story. It's about a guy who lives in a house by himself. His wife got kidnapped or something. So Jonathan is sulking around the house while his wife is in some kind of infinite orgy. Look at this dude just chilling. She says she was kidnapped, but the truth is she ran away to join a sex cult, reenacting American Beauty, getting a rose petal shower by a David Koresh billionaire. Yeah, poor Amanda. She needs to get saved. And her husband is over here sulking, walking around the house aimlessly, probably contemplating suicide while she's over here in the land of infinite orgies. And the best she can do is send him a letter a year later after she's bored? No. And what's this sending him a letter with the directions BS? Is she inviting him to the party? So Jonathan then goes to the party, disguises himself as one of the cultists, and goes on to look for his wife. And let me tell you, he's not going to be happy with what he finds. So this cult leader is apparently a filthy rich dude. He has sex orgies at his mansion. Sure, they're plot holes that are kind of annoying, or it's just stupid things why did he need to kidnap some random woman if he could have just picked one of his many followers? I'm sure there's a nice lady cultist who would rather take the place of some rando her beloved cult leader picked up from the Ashley Madison website. So Amanda probably freaked out after she saw the portal open up. She thought that the religion was just an excuse for an orgy. And no more party for poor Amanda. And that's when she ended up writing him that letter. Difficulty, I'm going to give it a 3.5. There was absolutely no challenges in this game, except for that one thing with the maze, and that didn't make any sense to me, so it wasn't my fault. It's not a complicated game. The puzzles are easy. If you're looking for that game to stimulate your cognitive thinking, want to feel clever when you get done solving an intense puzzle, walk away. Walk away before you play this game and give it a shitty review. It's not that kind of game. I am giving it a better score because of the theme. It's pretty awesome. Just want to remind you that the game studios, it's called Movie Games. Okay, it's called Movie Games. So expect it to be kind of just a story. Enjoy the story, dude. Take it for what it is. It's literally a B-rated horror movie walking simulator. Intention. I want to give this category a 7. So intention's basically like what the game developers intended. And what they intended was to tell this story in the most Lovecraftian way possible. And also inspired by Bekinski. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm not. The only Bekinski thing about this is the dystopian landscape. If you could even call it a landscape, it's more like a cave. One thing that I always keep seeing in all his art is a lot of open space. I can see a lot of Bekinski in a lot of the statues, but most of them were pretty phallic. I would say that this game is more H.R. Geiger influenced. If you haven't heard of him, he was responsible for creating one of the most iconic monsters in movie history. Who hasn't heard of Alien? Get this, I technically consider this a Lovecraftian game because I found this. That is a Lovecraft statue. That is Cthulhu. Cthulhu is a fictional cosmic deity created by H.P. Lovecraft, and he was first introduced in short story Call of Cthulhu. Gameplay. I feel like 5 is fair. The game it's a walking simulator. It's walking into an orgy mansion / orgy sex world and blood and gore simulation. It's all about the experience. What makes this game particularly more Lovecraftian is that your character does go insane. So if you stare at a body for too long, or if you wear these like specific masks for too long in these dimensions, it may hinder your progress. Your character starts breathing heavy, vision becomes wavy, and your heartbeat punches like your eardrum, like through your headset. It made me anxious playing at times. Now, so is it worth the price? For 14 bucks, yeah, it's worth the price. I mean, if you can get it for cheaper, I mean, wait for it. Wait for it to go on sale. I mean, 7 bucks is good. 14 ain't that bad either. It's relatively a short game. Overall, this game, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. Actually, no, I'm gonna give it a 7. It's actually a good game. I like this game. It's fun. I would play it once. It's not replayable, so yeah, it's not replayable. You play it once and that's it. If you like Lovecraft and Hellraiser and you like Eyes Wide Shut and you like that cult stuff, then there's a good chance you might like this game. Again, thank you guys for watching. Expect more stuff coming soon. Thank you. Please subscribe and like my stuff. This is Danny and I'm out.